Hi, so just a quick video to talk through how we can set up validation with the calendar question type. So this is a little bit tricky to work with because it's been built using custom JavaScript and custom HTML. So it doesn't work 100% right with custom validation. So we just need to make a couple of edits to the question itself. So if we click on enter a date and go to the HTML view, you'll see that it's been built using a lot of different code. But down the bottom here, we're interested in this line right here, which is input value. So what we can do is right here specifies how the date is actually segregated out. So by default it will be hyphen, but hyphens don't actually work with the custom validation in this case. So we need to change these to be / and / instead of hyphen. The 1, 2, 3 is referring to month, day, and year. So if you do want to change the order that this is presented in, for example, year, month, day, then you would change these numbers to be 0, 1, and 2. The one reason I would ever suggest changing it to be year, month, day is because this is the only way to work with dates in Qualtrics, where you can work with rolling dates and actually have a math operation that says if today's date -5, so within the last 5 days, for example. Now that doesn't always work necessarily, but for the most part it does work. So that's just one thing to bear in mind. But obviously you can have this whatever way you want it to be. So now what this does basically is it's segregating it out. So for example, I'm just going to change these around and do 2, 1 because I'm in Europe. So this is going to now be day, month, year. So I'm just going to save that, click on normal view to change it back to the normal view. So now if I actually preview the question, you'll see that it appears very differently for me. It's actually going to appear separated by slashes and actually be in the day, month, year format. So there we have it right here. So now we can go back and actually apply our custom validation, and this will work for the question. So I'm just going to say if question 14 enter a date is equal to, and then remember it's day, month, year, so 06/10/2016. Woo, that is not 2016. 2016 with / in between. Obviously then I can increase this out and say or it's equal to yesterday's date or the other date. You can do that, that's no problem. And then I'm just going to load a generic message for now, but obviously you can load whichever message you want. And I'm just going to click save. So now if I preview my survey, I should now only be able to continue past this question if I enter today's date. So if I enter anything else, I should not be allowed to pass. So for 19/10/2016, for example, I get an error message. Now obviously that's the wrong error message, but you get the idea. But if I do select today's date, I will actually be able to continue through the survey. So you'll see that the logic is actually starting to work correctly now. So I hope that answers your question. Please give this a go and make sure that it's working correctly for you. But if you do have any further questions, please just let me know.